Which one was the one that was having trouble with its window? We had to take it into the shop to have them redo it. Was that the Jeep?
No, that was the Crown Vic.
Oh yeah, it had.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah. It's always something with me.
Yeah.
There's always one wants to rust better in one spot than anywhere else. So
this one had an issue for a while.
I used the Teflon on it. It's better, but it's still a little. But the Teflon lubricates that to where in here with the where it seals all that stuff, and then when you have to go up that, you know, if there's any type of resistance or stuff in there, and I put.
I did that on the truck too.
Yep. Oh,
I mean the
Durango. Oh yeah, the Durango's a huge. Honda's fine.
Those back ones were a little slow for a while.
Yeah. Well, they hadn't been touched since they were new.
20 years ago now.
That's my point. Okay.
Turn on a non.
Well, it was kind of, I was not closing in on him. I gave him some room to back up if he needed to. Trying to be a little more defensive in my driving sometimes.
How's that working?
Good and bad. Sometimes I run through 3 red lights at the end of the light usually. Looks like an accident. Oh, he's trying to sneak across. Because they're working on the lights. So. Breaking news, blah, 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 blah. I can't read it. FBI arrests somebody.
Nice.
Let's see if it will tell me. FBI arrests Wisconsin judge alleging she destroyed something about illegal something. So it sounds like a...
another judge arrested. Not doing their job.
I'm assuming that. Did you hear about the one that had the illegal living one?
I don't even care.
I heard that and I went, well, that's interesting.
I don't care, honestly.
Gave access to guns and stuff.
I don't care. We don't know. Stop spreading false fake news.
It could be. You don't know. I haven't figured out how to tell the watch to quit telling me about it.
I don't know. Well, it's easy. You don't wear the watch.
You just bought it for me.
I know.
The other one might have lasted a long time. We don't know. But when it popped off and it was flipped, you should have seen it. It was like an accordion.
Yeah.
That's when I got the super glue and fixed it. But then I put my fingerprint right across it with the super glue.
Oh, there you go.
And it might last a long time. It might not.
Probably not.
This has some other options that one didn't have. But I don't always understand it. I need to do some more testing.
You know, when that one breaks or dies, you're just going to have to get a Samsung watch.
Or I'll go back to an Ironman and so you don't know anything. But I don't need an Ironman now, so I don't have to time my brakes anymore. I use that.
You need one with all the sensors in the world on it.
No, maybe in the future, Better slow down, man. raise cows.
It's a tough job.
They were already doing that, but they need. I forget how many more cows they needed for her to quit working and being able to be home with the kids more.
A lot of cows.
Yeah, well, they got more cows than they had. So. She's got a PhD in her field, and her husband has like a 2-year electronics degree and makes more than she does.
There you go.
What's that tell you?
You got in at the right time.
In the right field, at the right time, working for the right company.
Yep.
Otherwise, you could be out there flipping burgers. I mean, I'm just saying, you could have a PhD and still not have a job. Especially if it's in a field that's of little value.
spots available.
Yeah.
Or marble spots. Charged up all the time. And not always.
Well, that's another issue.
Just need it plugged in, charging up. And this thing's recording in 8K. It sucks power.
Okay, so we're blowing cool air up there. Okay. All right.
Yeah, no one overfeed it.
Yeah. This way.
Good afternoon. The time is 12 p.m. K0AJW. Repeater.
Anything to the right?
Nope.
good, safe trip. Don't burn up any more airplanes. Bunch of pipe over there now, putting everything underground or whatever they're doing. To figure about how they're going to hook the drainages together for the dead loops to all this to yet not be part of the game, or however they got to do the game. The engineering of that's got to be, there's all kinds of miles of pipe.
So they're the big professionals.
Yep.
And then they bid for the lowest contract.
Yes. Hoping to get the best job for the less money.
Oh, yeah.
Usually doesn't work out so well.
No.
They do all their stuff outside here, or they do a bunch of stuff
Some
outside?
of it out here, I guess.
Okay.
Before they had to do go up, they had to get a bus, go up to the soccer fields, or do it before, because they used to have an electronics building there. Well, that electronics building, they moved to Magic City.
Okay.
And that add-on they did.
Okay.
Which I don't know if that makes a lot of sense, but you know, whatever.
At the time, they had to do something, so that's what they did. So, yeah.
And that building was kind of falling apart.
Yeah, well, something like that. Yeah.
But it's better than having the bus fuel over from Magic City to that building to do everything.
Because you suck time on both ends doing that.
Yeah.
So it limits what you can.
But now they got a bus fuel from Magic City over to, or from Central to Magic City to do it.
Here we are again.
Yeah.
They don't have the money to build another school. So.
Well, they have. That's the funny thing.
Okay. Central probably needs to go away. Something else needs to replace it.
It would be not. It would probably needs to be destroyed, or
because it's such a hobnob.
It's such a
everything.
Well, they renovated it in 2000.
Yeah.
And they did a lot of renovations to it.
Improvements.
And yeah, although they took away a lot of places that were historical landmarks within the school.
Yeah.
But a lot of that was already falling apart anyhow.
Yeah, well, that's part of the problem there.
But yeah. We were the last full class to go through it before they renovated it. So
yeah.
It is. Got the memories of what it was when we were there. And
well, the fact that it still exists is one thing.
Yeah.
And it would take a long time to build one. Had they not assumed the Sentinel had not assumed the previous structures, they would have been into a total construct, which might have made more sense. The way it was laid out, it might flow better than what they come up with. But they stuck a lot of money up there, that's for sure.
Yep.
So we got 4 high schools in town now. We got Bishop and
well, I don't know.
Lutheran
Bishop's not really considered part of my public schools.
No, but I mean in the area.
Yeah.
And so is the other one over there at the other
Ramstead, the new Ramstead.
No, well, I wasn't even thinking about Ramstead. I was just thinking about high school. High school only.
Yeah.
There's Ryan and the other parochial school. And I'm like, well, there's something I haven't heard before. Well, I probably haven't, didn't realize it. Quite a learning curve when I was doing both phones, isn't it?
I don't know. The digital ones, maybe?
Yeah. Yeah, they'll do APRS.
Yeah, it's got APRS on it for a bow phone, which is surprising.
Well,
and it doesn't cost that much more either.
I know.
Great.
And Yaesu's main claim to fame is it's got the C4 FM in it. As long as you have a C4 FM system.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Both phones have DMR on them. And APRS.
Yeah, which is a pretty amazing when you think about it.
And under $100.
Yeah. Not $400. Yeah. They're going to.
And they're fully open.
That's the thing. That's what makes them so much easier to program.
Yeah.
Is you can program them with chirp.
Yeah.
Chirp.
And you can have your FRS, GMRS,
and everything.
AM radio, APRS, DMR radio.
Yes, all in one package.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good option.
Yeah. Don't look too hard at the Part 97 there.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Too hard on that.
Well, I didn't, yeah.
Well, on that new one versus the analog one, suspicious transmission ratios. Yeah. The analog have got so much more noise on it, and the DMR newer one
is clean. I would say.
It's clean, very clean.
Of course it is.
But otherwise, if you didn't know if it was the analog versus the digital, because it looks almost exactly the same.
It's very similar.
The menu system, the outside looks exactly the same. You would not know.
It's a little bit different though. The ones they said.
No, the outside is exactly the same look. It's just the internals that
it's
are
got
different.
A bigger battery and maybe more
same size battery because they can be interchanged.
Oh, sweet.
Batteries can be interchanged.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. But this is the new one.
Okay, well DMR being the big thing.
Yeah. The only thing that's different is the internals and the software. Everything else is exactly the same on the outside.
Different antenna.
No, same antenna.
Is it? Okay.
Same antenna, same switches, same buttons. Everything on the outside exactly the same.
Wow.
Battery the exact same. Can be interchanged, swapped.
I wonder if we can use the same charger for it.
Probably.
Probably can. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe
same battery.
Not. Well, yeah, but the case
same
is
model number on the battery. It's just the internals of the radio are different.
If it ain't wrecked, you don't have to quit using it. You know, that type of thing. Yeah.
But $64.
That's brand new.
Brand new.
DMR and APRS. That's a pretty good deal. If I didn't already have 5 Bowfungs.
Yeah. And those are considered the better Bowfungs.
Ours?
Yeah, those were the UV82Cs.
Yeah, they are good.
Those are they don't make them anymore, but those were considered at the time the better cheap Bowfung.
Yeah. Well, yeah, better than those little teeny ones.
UVR 5s or something.
Yeah.
Or 7.
No.
These were UVRC with C was supposed to stand for commercial.
Yeah.
So it was because it had a 1 watt receiver.
Yeah.
Which is better than the 1/4 watt one that was on those 5Rs. No. For a while, did its thing.
Well, they'll probably, now that I've got the new stuff in them, they'll probably last for a long time.
Yeah.
Reset that. Oh God, what's it called? Well, I'm not thinking very clearly. PCV valve. Reset that code again. If it comes back, though, assume that it's actually gone bad. Needs to be replaced as well. That will be another bill. But, when I looked at what you had to do it, I'm like, what? Okay. Wow, they have a sale going on over here. Can you tell?
No, a little bit there. Gotta move the inventory.
Yeah.
ask you some stuff when we get home.
$9 million.
Not quite have that much money.
No.